deal? What is the deal? Okay. Mm, post that up. All right, post that. Let's see what we got there. What's the chest out? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let me go to my profile and let me pin this up. No, okay. Let me put this out there. Share this up in many different places here. And I think we cooking with grease, fam. We cooking with grease. We are. All right. Okay. 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 Let me share this up one time. All right. I don't know if I don't know if let me see something. I don't know hmm, if my chats are working. We'll see though. Mm, okay, I'm working. We working. And when I use this streaming software, I cannot get the others to work. Only YouTube's gonna work. So if you want to come on over to YouTube, then you can. Other than that, 15 games today, and we'll see what we got going on. Right? We will see what we got going on here. Just let me get situated real quick here. Okay. All right. Uh, now, oh, one more thing. Goodness gracious, I need to link this to my live. Edit that. Link this related video. Boom to the live. Save that. Okay, we working now. Now we working. We are. We are working. All right. So what I will do here is go over here and take a look at Kevin Rolfe. We'll go over to the weather real quick and bang, right? Mm-hmm. San Francisco Giants at Atlanta, warm, humid, winds blowing out to left at 10 miles an hour. There's a chance for a pop up shower storm or storm to cause a delay, but not a very good chance. Maybe I'm going to start bringing my mic in a little bit more. I wonder if I turn my lights off. Nope, don't turn my lights off. Don't turn my lights off. I could turn my lights off. I'll turn them back on though. I'll turn them back on. One on, is that enough? Cause man, that should be in my eyes. Another one, I'll turn them both on. How about the right one? The right one? The right one? Nah, I'll leave them both on. Fuck it. All right. Chicago White Sox at Tampa Bay. What's good, Mackie? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? I can't. I don't know why I can't get my. I gotta figure out how to get my chats on the screen. But I'll get them. I'll get them up there. If I use the other software, that would be nice. But it is what it is. Um, Temper storms stay far enough inland not to matter. But you know what though? I read this earlier last night. I mean, and I think it says, but all that to say low chance of a delay at the end right there because I don't feel like reading that. He says low chance of a delay here. If you want to go back and read it, y'all know how to go back and read it, right? So it is what it is with that situation. Okay. Y'all want to go back there and read it, y'all go back and read it. Winds blowing in from center at 10 miles an hour. Great pitching weather for the Kansas City Royals and Chicago Cubs game there. Um, Mackie sent a photo. Let me see what we got here. I'll try to get that on screen for you, Mackie, for sure. Let me get that on screen for you. What we got here? Okay, I ain't even gonna see it. Let me see if I can get that on screen for you. Let me see one time. One time for the one time. Let me see. X open. What's that? Uh, that's damn, that's Instagram. Instagram. Oh man, they want some log me in type shit, man. No, I'll be forgetting my logins and shit. 87. Yep. I'm really on Instagram. I just dropped that little short video on Instagram and I'll be done. You know? I need to interact a little bit more on Instagram. Uh so let me see. Where's the messages? Oh, I need to switch my account. Hmm. Okay, that switch right there. Oh shit. I'll figure it out. I used to have it. I'll figure it out in a minute. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. All right. Then the next rain is likely in Colorado. Rain is likely well cleared. Rain is likely well cleared east by game time. All right, so some funny. I looked over the slate. Um, didn't write anything down. Kind of like almost fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? But I did look over the slate in some shape, form, or fashion. Uh, I want to keep these down. You know what I'm saying? These, try to keep these lives down, stuff like that. But that's definitely coming. Got to do some reconstruction and stuff like that on my Dub Club and stuff like that. So when I drop the plays, it'll go straight to the Discord. So I'm working on that right now. But there's some spots, and we're gonna go through them. So let me set up my game day insights. How I set mine up, I'll throw it on the weeks real quick. So I go about 17, 18 weeks. Think about firing up my kick, man, or my either my kick or my Twitch, or just do all three. Might end up dropping Facebook. Because Facebook delete my lives. They delete the lives. There's no point of going live. They delete them. Every one you make, they delete them after a certain amount of time. So I don't understand. Maybe I just drop my short videos over there and be done. Okay. So first game on the docket, we have. I'll go by this list. Detroit Tigers, and so we got an over under 7 here. Not. I don't really want to go to bats here, right? If you guys caught the Jackson video, if you didn't, I'll go through it right now for you guys. A quick go drive by. I told you, give me their home run plays. They gave me Schwarber. He's got a home run in 5 of his last 10. They gave me Judge. He's got a home run in 4 of 10. Then they got Suarez. Suarez just been smacking, bro. 2 here, 2 there. That was his birthday. He sold us and came back and made up 2 here, 2 there, 2 there, and 1 there. Like 7 bombs in his last 10 games. That's crazy work right there. 5 home runs for Ramirez in his last 10 games. Definitely crazy work right there. Uh, so yeah, man. And then I told them give me their top MLB bets today. Boom, they threw a curveball in there and came with the Nerfies, right? So they gave me the Nerfie in the Detroit game right here. Of course, definitely that's one of the top candidates for a Nerfie there at a minus 180. So that's a parlays piece right there. Uh, Baltimore Orioles and Cleveland, sketchy Nerfie. Definitely a sketchy Nerfie. Hadn't checked the records on these guys, but it's a sketchy one. Minus 120, decent number. Minus 113, San Diego Padres and Miami Marlins. Interesting Nerfy right here. Would you got some guys like Harper and Schwarber out there who can, take one out there, take one deep with one swing of the bat. So that's very interesting right there. So that Nerfy there is probably in play. Just look into it, right? Uh, New York Yankees and Toronto Blue Jays Nerfy. Ooh, got some guys here that can really, 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 with one swing of the bat, you know, demolish a Nerfy. So it's going to be an interesting game overall. Love this game, so it's interesting. I told them to give me their sides and totals, man. Then they gave me Philadelphia money line. I took the run line 1.5 with Will on the mound. I get a pitcher lean to the Philadelphia, so I'm gonna roll with them. I roll with the run line there. Dodgers money line. Don't know about that one. St. Louis Cardinals money line. Man, I was actually looking at Colorado for some value, but we'll see. And then they like the over, right? I just didn't. I don't know. It's Coors. Anything can happen in Coors. We'll see what's gonna happen, man. Maybe St. Louis, get busy there. We'll see. Otani. I told them give me their top pitching props for today. They gave me Otani under 3.5 strikeouts. That's interesting. He went over his last game at San Francisco, and but the other 3 games he might get about 10 more pitches. We'll see what's gonna happen, right? Key stats here. They give you some of these key stats, but then Walker Brewer under 3.5 Ks there. He's been under this 7 of his last 10 games and 5 straight. He's went under 3.5 Ks there, so that's very interesting. And I haven't been I've been let Flaherty go. I've been let him go a long time ago, right? But man, I just like the spot for him, either outs or either strikeouts. I like them. I like them both, but I don't know if I can get the money on them, man. I still wrestling trying to get the money on them, bro. Straight up, I don't know if I want to go there. The 4.5 Ks for Yuri Perez is definitely something that's very interesting to me. So we'll see what's gonna happen there, right? So, oh, they gave me Scheinberg over 3.5 Ks. He's over this line of every game. 9 of his last 10 games. So that's what Jackson likes there. I did drop a short video across the industry on my platforms. So if you're there, you can catch it. So that's it. Um, anything else you guys want me to ask Jackson, let me know. First game here, like I said, we got Paul Skeens, we got Jack Flaherty. Now, Paul Skeens, we're gonna keep an eye out on this pitch count, right? Because we don't know what they're doing right now. Truth be told, I just don't know what they're doing. Um, so you just want to be weary of that, right? Do they want to stretch him? He's pitched 78, 88, 78, and 78 pitches um, in his last 4 games. The team is ass. You know what I'm saying? If they might not want to, they might not want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they want to do, bro. Tell you the truth, I don't know what they want to do. So you know, I don't know what they want to do, bro. I'm just letting you know right now. You know what I'm saying? If they're trying to reserve him or they're gonna trade him, what? I don't fucking know, right? So we'll see. Right. So be wary of that. Uh um Flaherty. Looking at Jack Flaherty here. Jack Flaherty has been balling. Flaherty, as of late. As of late, right? As of late. He's been balling. Outs should be in play for him. But here's a guy, he can get his pitch count ran up on him as well. But and then he's got a decent K rate, right? So he's got 7 Ks or better in 4 straight. Uh Athletics, Washington, Tampa Bay Rays, Seattle. Uh 5 inning in 2 of those 4 games, he went 6 innings or better. What is his let's see, pitcher props here. 6.5 strikeouts for him. Uh, his pitching outs recorded 17 and a half at minus 105. He can go 5 and some change, right? But he can also go 6. He went through a stretch right here. He went 1, 2, 3, 4 games, 6 innings and stuff like that, right? What up, Ed? What's going on? What's the deal? So, he went through a stretch where he did go 6 innings. It's 50-50 with me, truth be told, with the strikeouts and the outs. So I want to take a stab on the outs. I want to take a stab on the strikeouts. I really do. I really do. Looking at Pittsburgh the last 30 days versus right hand pitching, they sixth in striking out with an 81 WRC plus. Um, Last 2 weeks, Pittsburgh, 15th, around the middle of the pack of strikeout with a 68 WRC plus. So WRC plus definitely indicates that he could probably hit that strikeout. I mean, hit that pitching outs line. Um, but at home, when I put flip to it at home, Pittsburgh, they strikeouts kind of drop, right? Last 30 days, 17% K rate at home versus righties, and then 111 WRC plus, man. So that just indicates they've been a little bit better at home. Last 14 days versus right hand pitching at home. 97 plate appearances, only 97 plate appearances, 22% K rate, and 68 WRC plus. All that to say, I don't know. I'm very undecided. I'm very undecided. I'm very undecided. I really think I'm probably just going to take a stab at both of them. I think, man. I think I can take a stab at both of them. And and hope he gets there, right? K rates for Flaherty, 24% K rate on the road to lefties, 26% K rate on the road to righties. So it is what it is with that situation. Nerfy as a parlay piece is in play, and I'll just leave it at leans towards the over strikeouts and pitching outs for somebody like Jack Flaherty. Uh huh. Um, he's got 19 home runs on the season to lefties. Um, I think 11 of those went to lefties, I believe. 10 of those went to lefties, and and of course 9 of them went to righties. So he's pretty much spreading the love when it comes to home runs to lefties and righties. As of late, let's take a look and see what type of form he's been as of late. And plug up my computer real quick. Y'all can see I'm glowing over here. I'm glowing over here. I tried this new little effect. I kind of like it, bro. Kind of like it, but I still think this program is a little bit laggy. I don't have the strongest connection. Not gonna stunt. I don't too much need the strongest connection or nothing like that. I just need something to get my point across. Home runs. His last start, he gave up two of them versus Seattle, but two earned runs. One versus Tampa Bay, one versus Athletics, one versus Tampa Bay, and three versus Cincinnati. So, yeah, he can give up a bomb, as you can see. But I'm not. I looked at the bats. I just don't want nothing to do with the bats. So I'm gonna keep it moving here. So multiple things are in play here in this game, but I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm not targeting any bats. I have for this next game. I I have really a hard time trying to figure out who and what I want to target versus Sugano, right? So Sugano, um, let's see. Sugano. Baltimore and Cleveland. Sugano, here's a guy. Uh, so right here, he's got 7 bombs versus lefties, and I mean righties, and he's got 12 bombs versus lefties. So barrel weight is up versus lefties and things of that nature. Taking a look at Sugano, his game logs. Earn runs, right? 3, 6, 7, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4. He can give up some runs, right? Home run 0, 2, 3, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. He can give up runs, right? So, Jackson liked the nerfy in this, and it could happen, right? It could happen. You know what I'm saying? But here's a guy that gives up runs, right? Especially the lefties. So when you get you'll get somebody like Jose Ramirez hitting from that left side today. You know what I'm saying? Um, versus a righty. Mount Manzardo. These lefties are going to get a bump here just on the strength of how bad he is versus lefties. Um, do I know which lefty to target? No, I don't. Right? We do know that Jose Ramirez is good at baseball. Also, according to Jackson, look at Jackson. I mean, look at the numbers here. Um, just a quick hit rate thing. He does have 5 bombs in his last 10 games. So he's definitely one of those guys right now you don't want to really want to face. Then you got guys like Manzardo, who can hit you for a bomb. He's got 6 bombs on his pitch mix. So I'm not the one to save a little time. I'm not gonna really single out. You can single out who you want to single out. You know what I'm saying? We know that just because lefties get a bump on how bad this guy's pitching. Um, on the flip side, on the Baltimore side, I mean, this I can never nail down, what I'm saying, the Baltimore side of things, bro. Straight up. Holiday's been on one. Holiday's been on one. Gunner's been on one. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Ryan O'Hearn. Mm, Let's see these pictures here. He's throwing that fastball 34% of the time. Ronald Hearn has 9 extra base hits and 7 bombs on that fastball. He's throwing that changeup next. And then the rest of the pitches he's throwing are lower percentages, but he's definitely throwing them, right? But that fastball, if Ronald Hearn can catch one of those fastballs, then so be it. He probably have a good time with it. But as of late, if I pull it down here, as of late, um, first that fastball. He ain't been probably looking too good, right? Let me see. Last 3 weeks here, 2 for 9. You know what I'm saying? This is the last few weeks versus this pitch mix, and this is how Ryan O'Hearn has looked the last 3 weeks. So, you know what I'm saying? These bats can be up and down. He did lose some money for me the other day. That was crazy work, man. Probably had like an $800 ticket. He just smoked it, man. He smoked it, and I liked how he looked. But bringing it in, Holiday and Gunner has been the guys as of late to me. So Holiday 2 bombs in the last 3 weeks. Gunner 299 for 31. Like whatever, man. I can't really. I haven't been having a good time with uh trying to nail things down for the Baltimore side. Truth be told. So hits or something like that, I couldn't talk you off of. But truth be told, my favorite bats would probably be on the other side, given how Sugano is, giving up runs and hits and stuff like that. So I'll be meditating on somebody like Ramirez or one of those lefties over there. So my favorite bat here would be Ramirez, given the matchup. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Um, San Diego Padres, Miami Marlins. Now I looked at the San Diego Padres, but I didn't look at Miami Marlins because I didn't know who was pitching last night. So we get Randy Vasquez, right? So okay, right? So Randy Vasquez. Randy, and we will definitely take a look at this Marlins game. I'm thinking Stowers, of course, right? So we're gonna take a look right now. I'm excited for this shit. This is crazy, man. Crazy work. He's won 3 straight games without giving up a bomb. 4 earned runs, 2 earned runs, and two. Um, prior to those 3 games, he gave up one, two, and one bomb there. He's given up 12 bombs on the season. Miami, he hadn't faced Miami. Okay. Hmm. He's been a little bit better. Where they at? On the road? Okay. It's good to know. So he's got to be pitching his worst on the road versus lefties. We know that. Versus lefties, he's got a 273 batting average in general. Um, 7 of his 12 bombs come to lefties. On the road, he's got a 288 batting average to lefties with 3 bombs given up to lefties on the road. The K percentage and things like that is 12% K percentage to lefties, 12% K percentage to righties on the road. So his K percentage is down like a mother. XFIP to lefties is a whopping 7.10. OMG, right? So let's take a look at these lefties. You dig? Take a look at these lefties. You dig? You dig? Man, Jeezy, that was my guy. That's still my guy. All right. Randy Vasquez, look at the Sierra. Look at the Ks. 9% K rate to lefties overall. 7 bombs. 270 average. You know, every once in a while, he'll go out there and do good versus lefties, but oh my God. Shit. So, uh, taking a look at, okay. 16 bombs, 27 extra base hits, 14 barrel rate, 29% K rate. Not can't worry about that K rate right now. Definitely looking at that 9% K rate for Randy Vasquez. How about on the road? His K rate might go up a little bit because I think I just seen it over there at about 12%. So let's see. Yep, around about 12%. So definitely. So Stowers, let's take a look right here, right now. Yo, he's throwing that cutter 36% of the time. He's got 3 bombs on that cutter. The pitcher, and he's giving up 1 home run on that fastball. So, right, whatever. Now, Stowers, 2 bombs on that cutter. He's green on all these pitches, bro. He's green on all these pitches. Mm. Sweeper, 4 for 7, 12. 10 bombs on that fastball, his second pitch. Let's bring it in. Let's see what's been going on as of late. Last month versus these pitches. Stowers, 3 bombs on that fastball, one in the last month. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I need some sound effects, man, where I can sound off on this motherfucker. Definitely. So mm, so he definitely likes that fastball for sure, without a doubt. He likes that fastball. Who else do we got here? Liam Hicks, always one of my go-to for hits. Liam Hicks. Long story short, it's definitely the lefties there. What's up? What's up, McClendon? What's going on? Load up for me, man. Load up for me. Okay, okay. So lefties get a bump. Just know that, right? I don't think I have to go through all these pitches and things like that to let you guys know this. Lefties get a bump. I'm definitely like Stowers no matter what right now. Xavier Edwards. Let me see. I bring the whole pitch mix down. Let's see last month. Xavier Edwards. So Xavier Edwards, Kyle Stowers though, bro. Wow. Kyle Stowers, man. Wow. I had another favorite bat in mind. He is my favorite now. As of the last month. Wow. Xavier Edwards last 2 weeks, 8 for 17. Hmm. 61 fly ball. K percentage going down a little bit. Yep, Stowers, Edwards, Sanchez. I probably have to lean back from Liam Hicks right now, but the guy, all the lefties in play, all the lefties in play, right? Don't even think I want to look at no righties. Truth be told, but look at like I said, look at them versus lefties, bro. He is horrendous versus lefties. We'll see what's gonna happen right now, especially on the road. He's even worse on the road, man. Away versus lefties, he's even worse. So it is what it is, right? Um, yeah. Damn. Mm, mm, mm. These righty bats here. Norby. I need to see the last month. What's the line here? Because it might end up being. Oh, of course. Look, Miami is the favorites any fucking way. They minus 136 favorites. That's some shit there, bro. That's some shit. I was about to say it's probably gonna be Miami or nothing for me in this spot, but man, they already the favorites. All right. I'm gonna like this game for hits, runs, and RBIs, things of that nature. Lefties get a mega bump here. Favorite bat here is gonna be it's gonna be Stowers here, and I'm taking a rain check on the rest of the bats. I ain't gonna lie. Here, on the San Diego side, I'm taking a rain check. I'm just trying to save a little time. Um, Here, Walker Bueller, Philadelphia Phillies, right? Zach Willer's been lights out this season. He's been a monster. Zach Wheeler has been a monster. Let me go over here. Miami off. LCX is up. XRP is up. Hey, if you if you're on YouTube, then I mean if you're on Facebook or everywhere else, y'all want to comment. I know y'all probably comment on Facebook. I don't see the comments on Facebook. Not while I'm live. Maybe after I go. Let me see. See if I got any comments on Facebook. Star was here, and I'm taking a rain check on the rest of the bats. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Here, on San Diego side.
that shit behind like a motherfucker too. But yeah, I don't get any comments here, bro. I know my guy over there, Big Boss. So you're gonna get you can still watch from Facebook though, bro. I mean, but YouTube, that's where I get all the comments at. If you commenting. So and whoever else, right? The link should be in the comments. It's an auto link. But let's see, where was I going? Boston and Philly. Now, Walker Bueller on the mound. I definitely get uh, a pitching lean uh, towards Philly here, and Schwarber and Harper. Them motherfuckers been on fire, right? So and then Wheeler, he's been killing it too, man. Like, look at his strikeouts. First of all, he's got 6 strikeouts or better in every game except for one. He's went 6 innings or better in every game except for one, right? So he's been except for three. I'm sorry, but he got 6 Ks or better in every game except for one. So he's been smoking hot. Look at this. Look at the pitches. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 of his last 9 games. He got 100 pitches or more. So we know he has the capability to go the distance when it comes to pitching outs and strikeouts and stuff. His leash is beyond leashes. So that's one thing, right? Going up against this Boston team, so it is what it is. Walker Bueller, on the other hand, uh, I get a picture lean towards Pitt Philly here. Walker Bueller. Let me see what we got here. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. Earned runs for him 3, 2, 4, 5, 8, 3, 5, 5. You know what I'm saying? He can get hit. He hasn't faced this team this year. Walker Bueller. I could probably look and see what they look like first. Bohm 2 for 3. Not a lot. Not a lot of big numbers here outside of Real Muto and Trey Turner. Trey Turner is surprisingly, look at this, 0 for 14 rather, 0 for 14. Surprisingly, that's wild. That's strong though. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I expect them to get to him today, right? So cut the shit. He's got a 2.9. He got 11 home runs versus righties, and then versus lefties, he's given up 6 bombs. He's got a 324 batting average to lefties. They will be on. He will be on the road today, where on the road versus lefties. 3 of those bombs come on the road versus lefties. K percentage is down. So if you're not striking nobody out on the road, then that's definitely not a good recipe there. And then you get up a 365 batting average there. So hits are definitely in play. And then on the road to righties, um, he's given up what? Probably about 6 home runs to righties, probably on the road. Let me see. Let it load up for me. Yeah, 6 home runs on the road. Plenty red. Barrel rate is up. Home runs are up there. Isolated powers up there. Batting average, all that shit is up there for the righties. So we'll take a look at the righties first. I know I looked at it last night, but I kind of like forgot what it was. But he's definitely pushing his first to righties. Um, versus this pitch mix here. Um, Nick Castellanos got 8 bombs. Bones got 5. Turner and Realmoto 5 or 4. Trey Turner's batting 300 on this pitch mix. Turner should be itching to hit him while he's 0 for 14 versus him. So he should be itching to hit him. We'll see what's going to happen, right? Taking a look at Trey Turner this year versus these pitches. Man, okay. I was about to start crying. So versus the sweeper, he's pretty much in the green and might as well say all these pitches. He's throwing 5 pitches, so that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Trey Turner, I could bring it on down a little bit to the last 3, 4 weeks just to see what he's been doing as of late versus these pitches. Uh, not a lot, right? Not a lot. But he is over the course of the season. He is batting 300 versus his pitch mix. We'll see what he can do, right? Nick Castellanos got 8 bombs on this pitch mix. We'll definitely take a look and see what he likes. Castellanos 6 extra base hits on his top pitch, 3 bombs on his second pitch, and then the rest of these pitches, nah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, right? Who else? Boom. I don't have to keep going through all these pitches because, truth be told, I don't bet all these batters. But what we do know is Walker Buehler is probably pitching his worst versus righties on the road. As you can see right there, he will be on the road today. And Tiff, what's up, Tiff? What's going on? He will be on the road today, and he's giving up 6 home runs. ISO and all that shit is up on the road. So righties get a bump today. We'll see what's gonna happen. As far as the lefties here, um, Schwarber and Harper's been on one. If I'm not mistaken, Harper has been the one versus his pitch mix as of late. Girl, you enjoying your day off? That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. So Harper, this is his numbers on the season versus his pitch mix. The knuckle curve is definitely something that a lot of people don't see. But I think as of late, his numbers look pretty good. Let's go down to the last month and see what's up. Granted, he had been hurt too. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you want to take heed to. Um, hmm. So within the last week or 2 weeks, that fastball he does have 2 home runs versus it, and that changeup he's 3 for 3 on it. So those are some things you could definitely take heed to. He's been hot as of late. Him and Schwarber. Speaking of Schwarber, I think his numbers cool off, but he does have 13 bombs and 21 extra base hits versus his pitch mix. The writing is on the wall. Uh-oh, pamper day, feet, eyebrows, hair points, self-care. Get it together now. Get it together. You about to Yes, sir. Get back just in time to get that bread too. Definitely. I feel you on that. Last month, Schwarber 6 extra base hits, 5 bombs with a 17 barrel rate. He will strike out, but it is what it is. So righties get a bump. And the lefties, we know Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper is just pretty good at baseball. Last two weeks versus pitch mix, Schwarber got 4 bombs and Harper got 3. So we know what the deal is, right? Yeah. And then, like I said, last 7 days, Schwarber got 2 bombs, Harper got 2 bombs. So those guys are in play. The Boston side of things, I'm taking a rain check on the Boston bats here on the simple fact that Zach Wheeler's in play. I'm not betting on any of Boston bats. I took Philly on the run line. Next game uh, would be Cincinnati Reds and Nationals. Okay, so we got Brady Singer on the mound. We got Jake Irvin on the mound. Uh, Reds minus 126 favorites. Now, Jake Irvin, we know what he does. He gives it up to lefties, right? So we'll take a look at Jake Irvin here. And It's pretty much one bat that I'm looking at here that really stood out to me, and I'll show you. So Jake Irvin, to lefties, 13 bombs. He's given up to righties too. He's got a total of, I think, 22 bombs. Barrels rate is up. That's just in general. Where he at? Home, right? Okay, he at home. So, um, at home versus lefties, of those 13 bombs, he's only given up 5. The barrel rates and hard hit percentages are still there. So, whatever can happen, can happen. Versus righties, he's given up 9 bombs with a 17% K rate, right? At home, he's given up, of those 9 bombs at home, he's given up 3. He's looked a little bit better at home versus righties, but the K rate is still down. So in general, he's pitching his worst to lefties there with 13 home runs and things of that nature. I will go to Cincinnati here, and I'll click the pitch miss for Jake Irvin, and lo and behold, we got Ellie De La Cruz sitting up there green as hell with 23 extra base hits, 9 home runs, 13 barrel rate, things of that nature, 21% K rate. That's okay for his standards. Over the course of the season, TJ Friedel's bat 300, along with Gavin Lux close to 350, right? Ellie De La Cruz has been somebody who I haven't been betting on, right? Uh, on the road, that 325 it stays at 325. He's got 6 home runs on the road, so it's kind of stagnant. It's looking good for him right now. Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz, versus this pitch mix here. We can take a look at it. That fastball, he's throwing that fastball 41% of the time. He's batting 368, 391 ISO, 18 extra base hits, 7 bombs. Definitely, he's in play. That second pitch he's throwing, he's 8 for 17 on that second pitch. One extra base hit was a bomb. We fine as long as you hitting that motherfucker, right? So the top 2 pitches, I got to like Ellie. I got to like Ellie here. Jake Irvin, I didn't look and see if they had any history. Hopefully, he got some good history from. I don't really care if he does or not. Truth be told, but that's something I forgot to look at. Will Benson. Elliot Cruz, 4 for 11. That's pretty good. Whopping 6 Ks on his ass. That all came probably last year, or whatever the case may be. And he hadn't faced him this year. He hadn't. I don't think so. Who got a bomb? TJ Friedel's got a bomb. Novo Marte. Now Marte looked good, bro. Marte did look good. I ain't even gonna lie. But this man, Ellie, I don't know. Let me see. I didn't bring it in. I just kind of like got like, oh man, it looked pretty good. So how about the last month? Ellie probably striking out on some of this shit in the last month or whatever the case may be, but no home runs in the last month on any of these pitches. That's what's kind of scarce about it, right? He does like the fastball, but no bombs on it, right? But he does get a bump from the pitching, and then the last 2 weeks probably looks bad, right? Maybe we'll see. He likes that fastball for sure. 3 extra base hits on that fastball. He's 5 for 10 the last 2 weeks. Whatever. Now, this is the last 2 weeks in general here for everyone else. So I mean, it's 6% K rate for Ellie De La Cruz. I got to roll with it, some shape, form, or fashion. Now he has given up 9 bombs to lefties. I mean to righties, bro. So like I said, Marte, he looked at certain times he looked pretty good, bro. So I'll give you a glance. I'll give you a glance at what these guys look like. Austin Hayes, when it got close to the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, his numbers start falling off. But on the season, he's bat 323 on the season. I like Hayes versus lefties. But 8 extra base hits, 6 bombs, 24% K rate there. Marte, 12 for 34, 9 extra bases, 4 bombs with 11% K rate. I'm going to have interest in Marte. For real. I mean, as well. Let me bring it on in here to the last month just to see what's been really, really going on. Now, everything that I'm pointing out, I mean, I'm just pointing out anything can happen. We know this shit, right? So Marte last month, 4 for 13, whatever the case may be, right there, 7% K rate. Spencer Steer, 8% K rate. He's batting almost 400 in the last month. Matt McClain, 10% K rate, which is surprising, and he does have home run power. So it is what it is with that situation there. The last 2 weeks, this is how these guys looked. Marte, 2 bombs in the last 2 weeks. The rest of these usual suspects, they've have 1 bomb, but um, Cincinnati has been trying to muster up wins and stuff like that. So they've been playing some hard nosed baseball, right? Trying to get them, trying to figure they mustering out games. So it's a matter of time before they get back hot. So that's something, right? Uh, but if they keep on looking like this, um, if they keep on looking like this, then there's a possibility with how bad Washington has been playing that they can pull this game out. But despite all this, what I'm seeing, I still like Ellie De La Cruz. I like Ellie De La Cruz first. And then some of these lower strikeout guys, right? Spencer Steers and Martes and stuff like that. I just can't single a lot of these guys out. I don't know how much I trust in this. I ain't even gonna lie. One of my least bet on teams for bats here, right? Ellie De La Cruz fucked that up. He's been silently. He ain't been doing what we want him to do. Now, Ellie De La Cruz, you want to keep an eye out on his stolen bases and shit like that. If you get on the bases and stuff like that, you want to keep an eye out on that. Usually those come out to high plus one something or two, plus two something, right? I didn't see strikeouts go up to plus 3, 4, and 500. I mean, stolen bases. On the Washington side, I'm taking a rain check on those bats. If you want looking for a hit or something like that, okay, be my guest. But the usual suspects. But I'm not betting on none of those guys. Um, Next game we'll be looking at would be the Yankees in the Toronto, right? So yeah, um, bro, uh, this number -101 right now. I've been watching that number. That number was higher than that, a little bit higher than that. I'm trying to. I'm. It's. I'm tell you what. It's probably gonna. It's going to be Toronto or nothing for me in this spot. Now, if that number keep going and it's starting to push over into, if it's starting to push over into plus money and shit like that, I'm with it, right? So I'm looking on Bet 365 and see what we got, what number we got. I'm not like I'm gonna bet a ton on it, but I'm definitely gonna bet it. Bet 365 is at plus 100 right now. I don't know where it opened up at, but I got time today because it's moving in the plus direction. Bet 365 is plus 100. FanDuel sold. They trying to get on the, I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it, man. Is it the sharper side or what? But what's the number they got? Plus 102. So the numbers are moving. They got the best number of a few books right now. The number is moving, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Dante McClendon said, "Stay off them, scam dude." Man, I use the books for some of that, to their some of they boost and stuff like that. Other than that, I have to. That's what I'll be boost hopping and boost hopping and free bet hopping all through these books, man. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to get what the best I can get with, especially in baseball, because boy, baseball is so scarce, man. I'm not no expert or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the best either. You know what I'm saying? But I try to skim their ass when it comes. Facts, bro. Same here. Fanatics is the best when it comes to boost. Yeah, boost. Man, I be trying to get it all. I be trying to find a deal, man, the best deal I can find. It's hard enough trying to profit on these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, all the time. But this game here, now I know Judge got some monster history versus Gosman, I believe. I know that. We could look at that Gosman. But I mean, Rodon is really a good pitcher. But if your ass is not striking out, then that's a whole nother story. So Bellinger, who sold yesterday, is 2 for 22. Um, Paul Goldschmidt's 9 for 16. He's been around for forever with one strikeout and one home run. Judge has a whopping 6 bombs off him and 18 strikeouts, still batting 372. They know each other well. Stan 290 with 2 bombs and 11 strikeouts, 24 plate appearances. They know each other well as well. And then Rodon. So Vladdy is my guy here on Toronto, and I'm looking for Toronto to. I mean, I'm looking for Toronto to muster this one up, right? So what's that boy name? Rodon. Rodon. I'm looking for Toronto to wear him down. Okay. That's all I'm that's how this Toronto been doing motherfuckers like snakes, boa constrictors and shit, just sucking the life out their ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like man, they've been hot. So they've been like, they've been, staying in there, not striking out, being pesky, and then locking on to the motherfuckers. So I've been liking what they've been doing. Vladdy, no strikeouts, 1 bomb, 5 RBIs, 3 walks. He's 3 doubles, 9 for 15. I like Vladdy. George Springer, 4 Ks, only batting 200, 2 bombs there. Springer has been on one, right? Shout out to Springer with the new. And Clement historically hit lefties well, right? Bichette as well, right? So um, the form right now, Toronto is in that form right now, right? So truth be told, I mean, they all professional MLB players. I still like I still like Toronto here. We've been rolling on Toronto. So versus righties, Rodon's giving up 11 bombs. Versus lefties, Rodon's giving up probably 4. He's got a 32% K rate versus lefties. Well, he's got a 27% K rate to righties. And then on the road to righties, Rodon is 29% K rate. Just phenomenal, bro. So and then on the road to lefties, uh, hmm, see what you got. 24% K rate. And all 4 of his home runs to lefties came on the road. He has given up no home runs to lefties at home. I believe. Did I say that right? Lefties at home. 2. I'm sorry. 2. So we're gonna look at these righties first. And Toronto righties versus Rodon, who's throwing that sinker and a bunch. I know he throws that sinker. So Ernie Clement, he's always hit lefties, right? He's hit lefties very well. Hit the home switch. Um, he's batting 389 at home. Bobichet's batting 440 at home versus lefties in this pitch mix. Vladdy's batting 375. Snyder's batting 438. Heineman. Those guys will be in the lineup. They're probably going to throw as much lefties as they can, I would believe, righties as they can. But Vladdy, I just don't know how I want to attack it, right? So let me take a look at Vladdy here. 20 for 54. On the pitches here. So the fastball he's throwing 37% of the time, 11 for 25, 4 for 8 on his slider, and then 5 for 21 and then 5 for 14 on the sinker. So the best thing I could say here is the strikeouts, and I always go to that, right, because that means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, right? Uh, Strikeouts can wear you down, wear a pitcher down. If a team that's not striking out can wear a pitcher down, and get to that bullpen quicker, and and wear a bullpen down. As you can see, these guys strikeouts are in the green. I know I sound like a broken record, but it is what it is, right? They strikeouts in the green over the course of the full season. If I bring it into the last month, I know Vladdy numbers might come down the last month. He's batting 300 there, but the strikeouts, he's still there, right? Not striking out, right? So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be in the lineup. I know this don't look the best here, but from a grind out game here, these are the top two teams right here. They're in a race. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Now look at Vladdy. Last 2 weeks, he's only 1 for 5. But I think he hit a bomb yesterday, so he might be getting up off the schneid. I like Vladdy here. I like Bichette here. I like the usual suspects. The lefties, I don't like any lefties here. I don't like any lefties, but Carlos Rodon, yeah, I don't like any lefties here. Truth be told, and it shows, right? I don't like any lefties here. I'm banking on, I'm banking on this Toronto team just to keeping on, manifesting. At least take this first game here. I don't really bet on a lot of games, but it is what it is. Remember, Springer does have two bombs versus him. Him and Vladdy, they've hit him. Uh, you know, so it is what it is. I don't know what I would take Vladdy for today, but I do like him at least to get a hit or something like that. The numbers should be decent. The odds for batting props should be decent. Uh, maybe I don't know if an HRR is being played, but I'll take a look. Just take a look and see what type of numbers we got. Springer's bomb is 425. Hmm. Vladdy 400. Judge 185. Stanton 290. Goldsmith 500 for a bomb. Pretty much any two guys you put together, if you want to do a hit parlay from this game, you'll get to plus money. You should. A hit for Judge is a minus 205 for one hit. Minus 270 for one hit for Vladdy. So like you can go Vladdy and Judge for a hit, and you'll get plus money there. Minus 110. There's nothing wrong with that. So HRR should be playable. Uh, yeah, HRR should be playable. Let's see. So Vladdy 140, 145 for Boba. Two HRRs for Judge is minus 140. Hmm. Maybe I. Hmm. Two HRRs. Hmm. Okay. So they're all playable, even down to Judge at a minus 140, all playable. What's the team totals here? 3.5 for the Blue Jays, 4.5 for now. I do get a pitcher lean towards the Yankees, and I don't usually go against that. But like I said, I'm waiting on this number here. Uh, I'm waiting on this number here to see how good of a number we can get. I can get. Got a minus 101. Other places I seen plus 102. If it keeps going to plus up, then I'll just keep on waiting. What's that? Over 5.5. Um, what's that? GT games total over 5.5 games total. Hmm. Hmm. The next game, only bat I'm looking at over there was Judge. I ain't even gonna lie. That's what it was, Judge. The next game here was the Angels and the New York Mets. Now, Kodai Senga is throwing that fork, right? The Angels ain't seen that. Angels haven't seen that, right? So Kodai Senga can come out here and have one of those days, or Kodai Senga can come out here. His strikeouts at 5.5 plus money. Now it's like I said, he could come out here and have one of those games. His outs ain't. I don't know where his outs gonna fall at. Right? I don't know where his outs gonna fall out. Now he could come out here and have one of those games because they ain't seen that fork ball. He's really good with that motherfucker. He's really good with it, right? So, um, boy, because he could come out here and one of them games and go up to 7 Ks, 8 Ks, 9 Ks. And yesterday, yeah. So the strikeouts got busy yesterday. Joe Ryan got busy yesterday. I took the 8 and I said it could go up to 11. That motherfucker hit 11 yesterday. That was strong. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And yeah, Edwin. Yeah. So I can save a little breath on that. We know the Angels strike out. Now Kodai Senga, his strikeouts ain't been all the way up there at times lately, like we know he can. He did have a walk problem. You know what I'm saying? A little control problem. He did have a control problem, but mm, I don't know, bro. Um, that was last year for sure. Um, but his strikeouts, hadn't had more than 7 this year. Okay, the first game of the season, he had 8, then a 7 here, a 7 there, injured here, injured there. Uh, Pitches 67, 77, 109. You know, what the helly, right? So right now, we want to see where his pitches get to, stuff like that. We'll see what's going to happen, right? We'll see what's going to happen. But it's hard for me to decipher for their bats, right? Decipher their bats, factor in that it's hard for me to factor in that fork ball because the rest of the pitches he's throwing they look good, right? But they just don't register with that fork ball because they ain't seen it, right? And that fork ball he's throwing that what 40% of the time. Let's see. He's throwing that 40% of the time, 44. And he's deadly with that sucker, bro. The 2% barrel rate on that sucker. The hard hit is down in the green. ISO's down. And the average is at 121. He's throwing that 44% of the time. But, but I can't account for it because they ain't seen it. They ain't seen it, man. The righties, they haven't seen it. But the other two pitches that he's throwing, the other two pitches that he's throwing, they've seen it and they're in the green over the course of the season. We know the Angels hit that long ball. They strike out, but they do hit that long ball, right? But I still can't evaluate their ass without knowing, what they can do versus their fork ball. See what I'm saying? Because if I filter it to this fork ball, he's throwing that fork ball 50%, 40% of the time. Put that fork ball up there, and nobody's seen it. So, and I know it's deadly, and I know he can probably come out here and hit his Ks. I'm probably going to lean towards the over on this case. I'm probably going to lean towards the over in this case. Um, he's got a 23% K rate to righties. To lefties, he got a 23% K rate to lefties. He's walking lefties. Um, he's walking lefties, and then righties, mm, not so much. Not as much as he is lefties. So, I'm gonna take a rain check on these bats here. Now, Tyler Anderson, he's got lefty lefty splits. He's throwing his worst to lefties, as you can see. 7 home runs. He's in the barrel rate is up. The K percentage is down. He's got lefty lefty splits. Now, Nemo was somebody that I was looking at. That I was definitely looking at here. Nemo. You can see Soto and Nemo. kind of like look the same here. 6 extra base hits, 4 home runs apiece versus left-hand pitching there. Bring it in a little bit to the last month. Um, Nemo, 1 bomb, Soto, 2 bombs. But we do know, right? We do know that this team hasn't been hitting lefties. So the Mets haven't been hitting lefties, and we do know that, right? So it is what it is with that situation. Um, from a pitch standpoint here, looking at Nemo over the course of the season. Um, so let me see. That fastball, he's throwing 37% of the time. He's 7 for 22 on that. He's throwing that fastball 37% of the time. Okay. Let me see. Who is it? No, it ain't. Yeah, they do look trash, but like I said, remember, um, remember, it was the lefties, right? Remember, right? Because look, took his ex velo log. The lefties, Andrew Abbott, we just took their outs yesterday, right? Dan Lodoto got down on their ass. He was a lefty, right? And they just ain't been hitting lefties. They ain't been hitting lefties. They haven't. As you can see, that's from a full from this is what we've been seeing this every single day. Abbott just cast the pitching outs for me yesterday, and I said I wasn't going to Abbott K's, and he hit his K's too. But versus left-hand pitching on the season, New York Mets number 3 in striking out with a 59 WRC plus. What the hell? Oh, that's the last 2 weeks. All right, that's ass, right? Number 3, last 2 weeks with a 59 WRC plus. That's terrible. Then the last 30 days, New York Mets 7th in striking out with a 75 WRC plus. That's not good at all. You know what I'm saying? And then if you look, the numbers might be a tad bit better over the course of the season, but we can look and see. Yeah, a little bit better. New York Mets over the course of the season, 92 WRC plus, not even 100, but 21% K rate. But as the season's progressing, they're just slumping versus lefties right now. So last 30 days and beyond, they have been bad versus lefties. Then, like I said, um, Anderson is pitching his worst versus lefties, right? He's a left-handed pitcher, but he's pitching his worst versus lefties. So we got some things going on there, right? Uh, So, and then the righties, they probably haven't been in that better as of late versus lefties. One of my favorite splits was Lindor at home versus lefties, but he didn't piss that off, right? He didn't piss that off. So Pete Alonso, he's got 4 bombs versus this pitch mix. 2 bombs for Lindor versus this pitch mix, but they ain't been looking good versus lefties, bro. They haven't. Last month here for the righties, Pete Alonso, 31% K rate, 2 bombs, 4 for 14, whoop de doo. Um, Lindor ain't been looking good. It's just ain't been looking good for the Mets versus lefties the last month and beyond, right? So the same thing, numbers that's reflecting there, the same numbers that are going to reflect here, right? Just more detailed here to see where it's at. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the lefties hit him because he pitches bad versus lefties. If you want to run with that theory, then you can run with that theory. I don't have too much. I don't have too much here. I really want to take a stab on the Kodai Sengai strikeouts and bet on that forkball to be lit today. That's what I want to bet on. I want to bet on that forkball to be on point. You get 6Ks for plus 100 here, 8Ks for plus 425, 7Ks for plus 215. I think I want to bet on that. I want to lose my money there. Shit. What we got next here? We're over an hour. Yes, we are over an hour. Um, Another game where I'm definitely undecided in, right? You rocking with the Angels? Angels? Okay. I feel you. I feel you. Angels been on something. Um here. Uh I see the 9.5. I guess the weather is great. Bryce Elder, I still gotta see more from the San Francisco Bats, right? Um, I seen a few things, but I seem to see more. Bryce Elder just seen them. Do they get back here, right? Do they get back here? That's the thing. Do they get back here? Bryce Elder's been ass. I ain't gonna lie. But that's just how ass San Francisco's been for Bryce Elder to go in there the last time you seen them and have pitch 8 innings and have 12 fucking Ks. How did y'all let him do that, right? After that, he gives up 4 to Colorado, 5 to Miami, 9 to Philly, 4 to the Angels, and he pitched okay versus Athletics. So that was like his best game of his fucking life right there versus San Francisco. And how did San Francisco let that happen? I don't know. Now, I just don't fucking understand, right? So, uh, now, um, I forgot what I seen. I think I seen Adamas last night. I think I seen Adamas. I think he looked okay. Willie Adamas. I think he looked okay. Let's go to San Francisco. Chapman's been balling. That's my guy. I got to figure out. He had been hurt for a while. I got to figure out. I got to see. I got to figure shit out. Uh, so Ramos liked one pitch. I don't know what's going on with Ramos. Chapman, he's got 6 bombs. Adamas batting 244. Um, let me see. He's got 3 bombs off that fastball and 2 bombs off that sinker. He's throwing the slider and the sinker, right? That's what he's throwing, that slider and that sinker. Last month, Adamas, he's 6 for 16. Ramos 9 for 25. Ramos is interesting with his K percentage is down, and the K percentage is down for Adamas in the last month. The thing about Adamas is that nice 18.75 barrel rate right there, right? I'm very interested in that. So, uh, what did he do in them last 4 weeks, and where did he do it at? Uh, he pretty much hitting stuff, right? So the pitcher is only throwing that fastball 1% of the time, so you could pretty much axe that off the list. He's 8 for 18 on that, probably seeing that the most. 3 for 8 there, 3 for 8 there, 2 for 5, showing ability to hit or maybe coming out of a slump or whatever he's doing. I don't know. Ramos, I don't know. I didn't look right. I think it was like one pitch Ramos was hitting that kind of like bolstered that. Yeah, it was the sinker. It was 7 for 12 on that sinker. What does a higher barrel rate represent in offensive terms? Higher barrel rate resents you got to know what. Yeah, a barrel rate is the perfect combination of exit velo and launch angle, bro. So that's the swing, right? That's you got that perfect swing. So let me pull it up for you guys. Barrel rate, right? So barrel rate explained. What is barrel rate? Okay, a barrel in baseball, a barrel rate refers to the percentage of batted balls that are hit with a combination of optimal exit velocity and launch angle, resulting in a high probability of an extra base hit. Essentially, it quantifies how often a hitter is making ideal contact with the ball. Here's a more detailed breakdown. What is a barrel? A StatCast metric that identifies balls with specific exit velocities, launch angles that typically lead to right. How's it calculated? Barrel rate is calculated by dividing the number of barrels a hitter produces by the total of number of balls they hit. A high barrel rate indicates a hitter is consistently making hard contact with the ball at optimal angles, suggesting that they are hitting the ball in a way that is likely to result in extra base hits and potential home runs. What is a good barrel rate? A good barrel rate is generally considered to be 10% or higher. Why is it important? Barrel rate is useful metric, whatever, man. So I want to say the launch angle should be 25, 30, 25, and 40. And between 25 and 40, I want to say. And the exit velo should be what? Around so here's a picture here. That's the barrel. This is what you want. 20, that barrel right there. That green, that, that's the barrel right there. And then the exit velo 98, I guess. At least 98, right? So, so another photo right here where you see um the barrel 0, 25, 50, exit velocity. This is the 60 bar. This is the 90 bar. And this is the 90, between the 90 and 120. That's where you get the red barrel zone right there. Yeah, the barrel, I define the barrel zone. The barrel zone between 90, 120, and then 25 and 50, right? Launch angle. This is launch angle. I mean, yeah, this is launch angle. This is exit velocity. So that combo, that's just, man, when a motherfucker barrel that ball, when a motherfucker, they head go up like this in the crowd, that bitch gone. But yeah, that's barrel rate. And so that's barrel rate right there. And then the isolated power. That's extra base hits and stuff like that. And then you got pitchers, right? So you got he's get that the pitcher has their barrel rate sitting there. They isolated power right there, right? Extra base hits. You know what I'm saying? That shit's in the green, in the red. So he can give up extra base hits and stuff like that. That's what that do. That's what that do. So, Adamas is somebody who I can look at there. Uh, yeah, it's definitely a thing, my guy. It's definitely a thing. No problem. That's just if you ever play baseball and you consider yourself as a young child that, or a younger person or whatever, you consider yourself knowing how to hit, then you know how to hit. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you just didn't know you was hitting that barrel zone and shit like that. I played a lot of softball, so you definitely had to barrel that motherfucker. And then you got other people that's directional hitting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just really skilled at hitting, like putting that motherfucker where they wanted to go. Devers, as of late, let's see. Uh so Devers numbers are down as of late, like really down. So it is what it is. That's the last month, last 2 weeks. Um, Jung Ho Lee, Devers, mm, Patrick Bailey, 4 for 8. It is what it is. But you know what I'm saying. You want to use some of that stuff over time as well, right? That timeline. That's why I go through the timeline. You know what I'm saying? Because the more condensed. The time is like 1 week, 2 week. Like a person can hit a bomb in a double or something like that and bolster these numbers, right? So you sometimes, it's a lot. It's a lot. You might know the player, know what they mentally, know what they can do, or you can watch a timeline over the course of the season, or you got these numbers right here, like extra base hits and home runs that tell you know what I'm saying? So what they can do and shit like that. So I don't know exactly what's gonna happen here. I don't. Uh, I don't. Right? They've got a 9.5 total. The weather's fine. I don't know if I seen it. I don't know if I seen 9.5 runs there. Just like a few games yesterday, I did not see it. I did not see 9.5 runs and shit like that. One of them games went under. Hayden Birdsong, he's given up 3 bombs to lefties. I mean to righties, and he's given up 7 bombs to lefties, right? So he's got a 12% walk rate. He will walk folks. The batting average is at 280 some. The isolated power is up for him. The exit velo is up. Boom. The barrel rate is not too good. So it is what it is. You got somebody like Matt Olson. Over the course of the season here, he's got 20 extra base hits. His isolated power. That's his ability to hit extra base hits. See, his ability to hit extra base hits. Exit velo is in the green and 95. Barrel rate 11.5. Fly ball is around 32% with a 19% K rate. Um, what is he throwing? So take a look at what he's throwing. Um, He's throwing that fastball. He's giving up 4 bombs on that fastball with a 13 barrel rate and a 426 isolated power rate. He's throwing that fastball 42% of the time, followed by that changeup. Well, that's one of his favorite pitches. He's got 298 ISO. Olsen got 298 ISO, 11 extra base hits, and 7 bombs on that fastball. Now he's throwing that changeup 30% of the time. He's got a couple bombs on it, but he is 11 for 39 on that fastball and 11 for 40 on that slider. So just about everything he throws, he's throwing that curveball 10%, but it is what it is. His top 3% pitches, he's got double-digit hits on it, right? And his number one pitch, he's got 11 extra base hits and 7 bombs. If he don't get you what you need, at least you know you made the right read. That's all we can do. That's all we can do, right? That's if you decide to bet on him. Now, as of late, that's the full season. What you been doing for me as of late? Last month, Olsen 7 for 30. Drake Baldwin 6 for 19. 3 extra base hits, 1 home run for Olsen. K percentage is up a little bit more. The fly ball is where we want to see it at, and then the barrel rate is down. That's over the course of last month. Last 2 weeks, what we been looking like? 2 for 13, no bombs, no extra base hits, whatever case may be. The numbers can change, but you've over the course of the season, you've seen the abilities and what the players can do. So he's got some hefty numbers on this. Can he make it work? He can. Is the spot good for him? It can be good. I mean, you got a walk rate up there. The average batting average is up there. The isolated power is up there for the pitcher. Home runs are up there. You know what I'm saying? And then the walk rate. That's big, right? 14% walk rate on the season. The pitcher, he's got a whopping 12% walk rate. Walks, you get paid for walks. You get paid for walks. You know what I'm saying? You could get some decent numbers on walks here for batter walks. That's another thing you could also look at. Yesterday, him and Acuna went deep. I think I was on Azuna and Acuna, right? But they definitely went yard yesterday. So it is what it is, right? Battle props here. Hits, total bases, RBIs, runs, stolen bases, singles, doubles. Doubles get you paid. Triples get you paid. Walks. Olsen, you'll get plus money for a walk. Everybody, you'll get plus money for a walk. Everybody on this, everybody, right? You'll get plus money for a walk. And then doubles. Doubles are very popular, right? Plus 300 or better for a double. That falls in the extra base hit category and things like that. Okay? It's more than one way to skin a cat. More than one way to skin a cat. Sliding over here to the righties here. Still went longer than I thought I should. It is what it is, though. Ozuna, Acuna. Eli White, Acuna. What's he doing? Let me see. Ozuna, Acuna. Ronald Acuna. Ozuna, Acuna, Daduna. Ozuna. So He's throwing that fastball 48% of the time. Acuna, 12 hits, 13 at bats, 6 extra base hits, 4 bombs, right? Uh, but he's throwing that fastball pretty good. To only have 1 home run with a 5% barrel rate right there and a 158 batting average, so it's up, right? It's up. You know what I'm saying? So he's throwing that. I could filter it here to the fastball. Um, to the fastball. Uh, and if y'all don't have this, you can use my promo code if you want. Hey, D Bets, all caps. You get seven. You get 50% off your first. So if you take the $15 plan, which I recommend, uh, or you can look at plan you want the $15 plan. You can get it for $7.50 for your first month. So Acuna, Eli White, these guys, Acuna will strike out on that fastball. He's got 35%. That's what I really wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to see what the strikeouts look like. You know what I'm saying? On that fastball. I need to see if I forgot to ask him if he can get that strikeouts in there. In that other page. Acuna. Now, the last month, see how things change? He's 1 for 14 on that fastball right now. Last month, he's 1 for 14 on that fastball. That's bad. He's been getting his ass struck out on that fastball. He's throwing that fastball 50%. Can he get it? He's shown the ability to hit it. He's just down versus that fastball right now. He's down on that fastball right now. And the pitcher, he's throwing that fastball 45% of the time. So I'm looking at the lefties here. I know what Acuna can do. You know what I'm saying? But I still get a lean towards the lefties here. I still know what Acuna can do. So whatever. Truth be told, whatever. I still don't see 9.5 runs. But like I said, the weather is nice. Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I don't know if that's starting. I don't know if it looks weird or sounds weird or whatever case may be. But those are just my thoughts. I kind of want to rapid fire through this one, but I'm taking a rain check on the White Sox bats here. We do have an over under 9 here. Um, damn. White Sox have been hitting lefties really good. It's just the righties. Now I want to see what they can do here. I'm a fall back, but Sean Burke, the righties I was looking at here, um, was probably going to be Caminero, um, maybe Yandy and Aranda, but or one or the other. I think it was Aranda, or Simpson. Um, not striking out Magnum, but for bombs, it's probably going to be Caminero. And I don't take Yandy for bombs, but he's about due for a bomb. Yandy, 10 bombs. Caminero, 12 bombs on his pitch mix. Yandy, 10% K rate. So that's pretty good. You definitely like that. At home, of those 12 bombs for Caminero, 8 of them come at home. Of Yandy's 10 bombs, 8 of them come at home. This is a small ballpark. This is great weather ballpark atmosphere. So the ball carries and shit like that. 8% K rate for Yandy Diaz. The pitches, detailed view. The slider. He's throwing a slider 41% of the time, then the fastball 34. 5 bombs on that fastball, 3 bombs on that slider, 4 bombs on that sinker. His top 3 pitches, he's got a combined total of 12 home runs. As of late, of course, the numbers are probably down. Let's see the last month. And pretty much they are. Pretty much they are for Junior Caminero. So, he did hit, but he has hit lately. He hit a bomb lately, right? So, I mean, that's how sketchy things can get here. Uh, but you got to learn to see, what that means and how that means, and just reps of this shit. Well, you will learn. Yandy, 5 bombs on that fastball. I'll bring it in. We know they've been balling all season, but as of late, I'll bring it in. So the last month, that slider, Yandy's 5 for 11 with 2 bombs on that. He's 0 for 5 on that fastball, and then the sinker, he's 5 for 14. So he's, you know, you can use this to help you see who's sustaining both ways. See who's sustaining. This right here is a little bit more detailed at who's sustaining versus what. Unless you single out one pitch, you can look at them all at the same time right here. Throughout the season, who's sustaining what. You know what I'm saying? So Yandy, if I'm looking for somebody to make contact hits and things like that, I'm definitely looking at Yandy. He's the one who's been hitting, and in turn, his K percentage is down. Cabanero, he's got the ability for sure. Versus righties, Burke giving up 7 bombs, a 14% K rate. So I don't expect. I mean, the K rate is low. So, um, away, Burke is a little bit worse. 4 of those bombs come on the road. How many bombs was it in total? I forgot. 7. So he's even worse a little bit on the road. Now, as far as the lefty's concerned here, he's got a high walk rate. Okay, higher walk rate versus lefties. Now you can see. Let this load up. Now this is your walk rate over here, right? This is your walk rate over here. Then you look at this K rate. So Simpson, he's got 367 batting average versus pitch mix, and he don't strike out much. So he automatically in play or something like that for me for a hit. Magnum 348 batting average. Randa 354 batting average. Don't know the status of Low, but lately what have they been doing? Last month, uh, Magnum 12 for 32 versus pitch mix. Simpson 13 for 27. Simpson batting 400, 3% K rate. Josh Lowe, 14% K rate, and then Magnum 14% K rate. So you like that. Guys that can make contact for hits. Um, Barrel rate is there for Aranda. We know what he can do. Last 2 weeks, I don't know. 7 for 13 for Simpson, Aranda, 4 for 12, Magnum 5 for 12. So we know those guys can get a hit. You definitely want to pay attention to the lineups, see who's in the lineup, know what they can do. Then you can start constructing, where you think things can happen at, what can happen, right? Because Simpson's been leading off, a guy that don't strike out. Then you got I don't know if Brandon Lowe's gonna be playing. So that's one thing. Then you got Yandy Diaz right there who ain't been striking out and been hitting. So you get somebody like Simpson to get on, Yandy Diaz can probably bring these guys in, right? Simpson can get on. If Lowe is in the lineup, he can hit a bomb or help Simpson advance. Then you got Yandy in a spot where you can hit his hits, runs, and RBIs, or he could also hit straight RBIs and shit like that. And like I said, when you're looking at RBIs and stuff like that, those are different ways to skin a cat. Like I said, so look, see what the lineup is. That's why the important when you betting hits, runs, and RBIs and shit like that, you definitely want to know what the lineup is. So Yandy, 1 RBI plus money. Everybody an RBI plus money. You got some guys down here for RBI for like plus 300 and plus 200. But where it gets really, 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 really busy at when you start taking people for 2 RBIs, plus 300 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Plus 425 for 2 RBIs. Yandy Diaz, 2 RBIs for him, plus 425. Right. So when you try to when you put the shit together and you trying to see who's doing what, where everyone's placed at, ain't nothing like shit. One swing of the bat can get if Diaz if look if Diaz hit a bomb, bro, more than likely Simpson is gonna be on, right? So that shit crazy. Because you got other ways to get on. You can get walked, you can get all that, right? So more than likely, one of these guys might be on, and that's one home run with somebody on. That's two RBIs right there. His runs and RBIs are the most common occurrences next to K's. This is why I love your home run hit run runs. Yeah, definitely. I love the hits runs and RBIs. And like I say, man, that's where I get my bread and butter home, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't sexy. That's why I'm be posting them a lot, but we still go through them. We still go through them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking a rain check on Chicago White Sox bats. I don't care what they do. Truth be told, Shane Bass has been great, right? As of late, Bass, he's been good as of late. So I want to say, yeah, don't quote me on that, but at the end of the day, it's what it is. Yeah, so 8 innings pitched, 7 innings pitched, 6.1. So it's giving up 17 bombs. He has a 23% K rate, a 49% ground ball rate, right? So things like his pitching outs and stuff like that, strikeouts, you know, you got to buckle down to defend to figure out which one you want to choose, but it is what it is. Looking at pitcher props here, there's some ways that you could take advantage of things, right? So let me show you pitcher props. We'll go to record a win, okay? So let's go to record a win, and we'll look at Shane Bass. For him to record a win, is plus 115. As of late, he's been going the distance to 4 of his last 5 games. 5 of his last 6 games has won 6 innings or better. That's good enough to get you a win, right? If you think the White Sox win this game, uh, I mean, if you think Tampa Bay win this game, more than likely, I want to say Shane Bass gets the win, and you're going to get that for a plus 115. It's could be you could use it for like a glorified money line. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you get the money line for you get the money line for you're gonna get the money line for plus two minus two something, right? So that's another option. Not saying that's gonna happen, but that's another option. You're gonna get the money line for where they at? Money line for Tampa Bay at a minus 232, or you can go for Shane Bass to get the win at a plus 115. Other ways to skin a cat. Just throwing it out there, right? Just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. To record a win. And you can look at some of these other pictures. Look at the good numbers there. Spall Schemes, Flaherty, um, Sagano, Bybee, but they still got to get the win. The 235 is very interesting right there for Yuri Perez. Minus 115 for Zach Wheeler. More than likely he'll get the win if they win this game, right? You can ditch the run line if you want to. The money line is probably gonna be minus 200. Um, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? Plus 115. You could also push a no right there if you want to, but it is what it is. Those no's can help you. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations in bankroll builders. You know what I'm saying? You can use these no's for bankroll builders, right? Maybe if you like St. Louis Cardinals, Gomber win no, right? You can use that as a bankroll builder. I wouldn't give a fuck. Shit, it is what it is. So it's more than a lot of ways to skin a cat. And the good thing about DraftKings now like I said, they let you see books wouldn't letting you do this. DraftKings they let you take the pitching outs, altered Ks, money line, all that shit, right? So like if I wanted to take the 17 pitching outs for Bass, and I want to try to knock some of that juice out. Let's say I wanted to take some K's. I can go down here, take some of his K's. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to take them all either. I can go down here and take some of his K's or whatever the case may be. And, you know, I can alter it down here. Like I could take 5Ks for him, right? Minus 115. Shit like that. You could put a money line with that. You can go take somebody else for no. You could take alternate runs allowed. You could do all that shit, all that shit, right? So you know it is what it is, right? So that's where I'm at with that though. But I had to, show you guys sometimes come in here and show you this more ways than one that you can, get busy. Taking a rain check on now the strikeouts and or pitching outs. I don't know how I want to go, but I can definitely see him hitting his outs. I can see him hitting his strikeouts. Now remember, White Sox have been playing great as of late. That was versus left-hand pitching. If you want to fall back from that and still think they hot, I ain't gonna say I don't blame you, but I can't talk you off of it, right? But they have been hitting lefties. Next game we're gonna talk about here is the Cubs at Royals. I don't have anything for this one. Wind blowing in, bullpen game for the Cubs, and Noah Cameron been good. But what I will say is um, 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 we might get Nico Horner leading off again today, and Nico Horner has been in his little bag, right? Not his big bag, but his little bag. Shout out to Nico Horner, though. I hope we don't let him go. He's not striking out and things of that nature, right? So, and the Cubs ain't been the greatest versus left-hand pitching at all. So, looking at the righties here, uh, and then, like I said, Noah Cameron has been lights out. Boy, look at that. That boy been lights out. He been pretty good. Um, Nico Horner, 3% K rate on the season, batting 382. Not for a lot of power, nothing like that, but he does have 10 extra base hits. He's somebody that I'll be looking at, right? I'll be looking at for a hit. I think there was one point Hap he flashed for a second, but it is what it is. But last month, Nico Horner, 11 for 24. Those two bombs come within the last month. Still 3.3% K rate within that time frame. Then the last 2 weeks here, yeah, that's something you could look at. Edwin, nice call. Last 2 weeks there, no home runs, no strikeouts, 4 for 8. Right. I don't even think Crochet struck him out yesterday. So it is what it is with that situation there. Now, Hap over the last 2 weeks, he is 4 for 5 versus pitch mix here. Now, keep an eye out on Hap because he has the ability to go yard, and his fly ball is there, as you've seen that. And he's just one of those guys where you just turn your head, and he can be one of those guys that can go yard there, right? So it is. And then Justin Turner, over his career, old man Turner has historically hit lefties. But that's all I got. I would normally target um, Suzuki versus a lefty, but I'm giving Suzuki a little bit of time off, right? I would normally target Suzuki versus lefty because he's been good versus lefties, bro. He's batting 293, 12 extra base hits, 7 bombs, 12 barrel rate. The strikeouts are there, and just as of late, he just ain't been looking too good. And then I give Noah Cameron a little bit of respect. Next game here, we're talking about would be the Athletics here. And if I'm betting this game, I had my mind made up last night. It probably would be Athletics or nothing for me in this spot if I'm betting this game. Because much like the Cubs, the Athletics ain't been, the Rangers ain't been good versus lefties either. So you get plus money for the Athletics here. I like Rooker. I like Rooker today. I like Rooker today. It's just one of those spots, man. It's just one of those spots, one of those combos. I like Rooker. So, and I think Langoliers felt into that slot as well. So I definitely like those boys. And then it's Rooker and Seager, favorite two bats from this game. So I'll show you those, and then we'll move around. Now, Jack Leiter, 6 bombs, 11% walk rate, batting average at 270. Where they at home? Versus righties. 240, 298 batting average, 15% K rate, not striking out a lot of folks. 4 home runs, right? Okay. Um, Oakland A's, Sacramento, whatever you want to call it, just the Athletics. Jack Leiter, then boom. So you got Jacob Wilson, who's good at baseball. You know, he hit a home run the other day. Only 7% K rate for him. Then you got Rooker, who's got a 9% barrel rate, 24 extra base hits, and 9 bombs on this pitch mix. Batting 296, 63 for 214, or whatever the case may be. The pitch mix here, taking a look at Rooker there. And what is he throwing? He's throwing that slider 38% of the time, and he's throwing that fastball 35% of the time. His top 2 pitches, he has the ability to hit them. 11 extra base hits and 4 home runs on that fastball, 8 extra base hits, 5 home runs. So his top 2 pitches, he likes it there. Um, I will bring it in to see how sustainable things have been all year. I'll stop the last month. The last month, Brent Rooker, 3 bombs, 10 extra base hits, 16% K rate. I like that. Langoliers, he came out to play around that time. Muncie, another guy, right? Muncie. But Rooker, um, last 2 weeks, 8 for 17. You know what I'm saying? A 15% K rate, 11 barrel rate. The exit velo could be better. That's where he's ailing at. The fly ball is there, but we know he's got that power, right? Langoliers 5 for 15. Fly ball is there, but you know the exit velo barrel percentage is down. He does have 2 bombs within the last 2 weeks. Max Muncy got 2 bombs within the last 2 weeks, and Rooker's batting, 400, 8 for 17. So the last 7 days here, Rooker's 2 for 4, and then Shea Langoliers is 4 for 5. Right? None of these guys striking out. So at the end of the day, you can just watch their timeline and just figure. You use your best judgment to see, okay, is this guy cooling off? Is he hot, or what I'm saying? Is he lit, or what? Does he like it? All that you use all that, the full timeline, and it looks like Rooker has hit this combination the whole season. He's hit this combination the whole season. So uh, I'm definitely going to be watching to see what the lineup's going to look like. So it is what it is. Yo, is 2 bases the worst bet? LOL, because that's 2 hits or a double. I've been new this. I've been new this. Just came to me. Am I tripping? I'll tell you one thing. As much as I've been doing this, I've never given you guys a basis. I don't bet bases. Only time I bet bases is when I want to bet somebody for a home run. And I'm gonna take 3 bases, 2 bases, 3 bases. Because I know one home run is 4 bases. Sometimes when you bet a home run, the motherfucker goes out there and does everything but hit a home run, right? So shout out to my guy Prop. He helped me out with that. But yeah, bases. When I like to bet home runs, I don't mind betting bases or a bases ladder. 3 bases, 4 bases, 5 bases. I next to never bet 2 bases. I don't bet I bet HRRs. I ain't gonna lie. I bet HRRs. I bet HRRs. But 2 bases, 2 hits, one double. Bases for guys that can, Vladdy. You know what I'm saying? I can't just single out people, but I mean bases are good, bro. Bases are good. I watch it. I just don't give them out. But bases they good, man. I mean you just look around and see somebody they got 2 bases, a double, 2 hits, triple, all that shit. I probably like to bet doubles better than bases though because man, doubles be plus 300 at better, man. Straight up. I probably like to bet doubles better than bases. And what is this? So your player could fly ball however at bat and have someone on bases and then run them home and still cash with no hits or bases on. Don't bet bases. Smarter to bet 2 hits, runs, and RBIs is plus money, especially if it's plus money. You like that batter, yeah. Three hits, runs, and RBIs equals 1 home run. It's multiple ways. That's why I stick to my hits, runs, and RBIs. But like I say, it has to be the atmosphere got to be right too. The HRRs, I gotta expect runs to be, traffic to be on the bases. Lefties, I don't think I look at the lefties here. I don't think I looked at the lefties. Lefties. Mm, did I look at the lefties last night? Because this motherfucker, Kurtz got 12 bombs, 20 extra base hits. Soderstrom, damn, let me see something. Damn, 14. Okay, he's throwing. Yeah, you know what though? I'm probably betting the Athletics today. 5 bombs, 7 extra base hits. Damn, Kurtz. Mm. What about as of late? Mm. It's last month. He cooled off the last 2 weeks. So he loves that fastball. He's 5 for 7 in the last 2 weeks. 3 extra base hits. Mm. Last 7 days, 3 or 4 on that fastball. Kurtz loves that fastball, bro. Last 7 days, total pitch mix, he's 4 or 5. What about the last 3 weeks for the squad? Butler, Soderstrom, Kurtz, usual suspects. Looking fake decent, man. Damn, Kurtz. Mm, Kurtz, huh? Because he's maintaining his all the way through the season. So I didn't. Why didn't I look at the lefties? I probably got too happy about Rooker and wanting to bet this team. Okay, okay. He's maintained his shit all the way through. What would the projected lineup look like here? Kurtz behind Rooker. Mm. Langoliers looked good at times. Muncy looked good at times. Mm-mm. Jacob Lopez, man. Jacob Lopez. Now, Jacob, 27% K rate. Uh, take a look at the splits here. You know what? Let me take a look at this game log real quick. So Texas, he he gave up 3 runs early in the season. Uh, mm, what they been doing with him? Okay, limited minutes, limited right there. Philly, he got busy. Toronto beat his ass. Minnesota got with him. Then it was here, right? It was here where he tried to be a little bit better. Shown flashes at 9 Ks versus Kansas City, 9 Ks versus Houston, 6 innings pitched, 6 Ks versus Detroit there. And then he got smoked. He got hit at Tampa Bay, of course. 8 strikeouts versus San Francisco, 5 strikeouts, 5 inning pitch. So he got better as the season grew. Okay. Lefties. Versus left hand pitching. Last 30 days, Texas 13th to striking out with a 59 WRC plus. That's horrible. That's definitely horrible. Last 14 days, lefties versus Texas number one. 138 plate appearances, small amount of player appearances, but they number one in striking out and WRC plus is ass versus left-hand pitchers. So last 2 weeks they've been terrible, right? So they've been terrible versus lefties. I'm telling you, I'm leaning towards athletics here, even if they do get their ass beat up. I think sometimes you got to take that value, and that's what separates. You know what I'm saying? You just got to try to find it. So, only thing they are on the road, right? So, Jacob on the road, he's got a 5 ERA. Um, on the road versus lefties, he's batting 278, and then they got a 276, 270. No home runs on the road to lefties, a 278 batting average, and 286 batting average to lefties. Um, on the road, his xFIP is 297.2 2.97. His xFIP versus righties is 5.23. So he's expected to get hit worse by righties on the road. That's interesting. The K percentage to lefties on the road is 31%. His K percentage to righties on the road is 16.5. In general, he's got a 26% K rate to righties and then a 33% K rate to lefties. Now, I must have skipped the lefties for athletics last night, but I do like. I don't know if he's going to be my second best bat now. Um, um, it might be Kurtz, but I do like Corey Seager. Um, Corey Seager's bat over the course of the season, he's only 16 for 53. Of course, he's been hurt and stuff like that. But a 95 exit velo, 16 barrel rate, 22% K rate. Not going to too much worry about that. We do know he's good at baseball. He's 5 home runs, 7 extra base hits. I'll slide it down to the last 4 weeks just to see how fluid he's been. Where this, he's 7 for 14, 2 bombs, 5% K rate, 46 fly ball, 21 barrel rate, 2 bombs, 2 extra base hits, 50%, 7 for 12, 7 for 14. Last 2 weeks, 5 for 9, 2 bombs. Those bombs came in the last 2 weeks. How about detailed? What about the last week? So last week he ain't seen no lefties. Okay, last 2 weeks there, um, 5 for 9. He got a few bombs there, 50 fly balls, so he might be in form versus lefties. But make no mistake, we know how good Corey Seager is versus and is period. Now his xFIP was higher versus righties. I don't think the righties looked good to me. So Jacob Lopez. Um, so the righties, it's a lot of here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of here. Now I know that they've been hitting better as of late, so let's bring it on in. Last month at least. See what we got. So Adolis Garcia, 30% K rate. Seaman, don't strike out. He does have 2 bombs within the last 2 months, but it's so spotty here, right? A lot of nothing here. There's some K rates and shit, like a lot of nothing here. I push it out to the last 8 weeks. I mean, Adolis Garcia looks like the one, right? If I wanted to bet on anybody, but as far as I don't know, it looks like shit, and I don't know. It don't look sexy to me. Uh, I didn't take a look at Lopez pitching numbers, lines, strikeouts at 5.5, outs at 15.5. No, yeah, Lopez 15.5 at plus money. What am I missing? What am I missing here? What the fuck? What am I missing here? Is he expected to get his ass blew up? Am I tripping? He don't get there a lot. He don't get that. Well, he's showing him, but he went 7, 6 here, 6 here, 6 here. Off, off, off. 5 there versus Toronto. Mm, mm. On the road at Kansas City, whatever. Of course, he would have got there versus they ass. Okay, on the road, he ain't been doing shit. So maybe I'll pump my brakes. Maybe I'll pump my brakes, man. That one time versus Detroit, he got there. One time versus Kansas City, he got there on the road. The value is on Atlanta Athletics somewhere. It's got to be. What was the weather here? We got any weather here? Athletics. Oh, in the dome. Oh my God. Right. Oh yeah. Well, we'll see what's gonna happen, man. I can't even. My bets here. Hertz, Rooker, Seager, and if you just got to take somebody else, it's gonna be Adolis, guys. Adolis, Garcia. Damn. All right. Well, um, I was really here. I was. This is Coors Field, bro. St. Louis ain't been all good versus lefties, man. I was really thinking, really thinking, Colorado. I was considering Colorado here. I'm still considering Colorado here, right? But I ain't. The bats didn't look too good. St. Louis bats didn't look too good for me. Uh, um, but anything can happen in this ballpark. St. Louis don't strike out much, and St. Louis they can come out here and string up some runs. Anybody can hit a home run in this ballpark, bro. Anybody. So be safe. Be safe out there. Austin Gardner ain't all that. His ass ain't all that. Um, I told you yesterday. At home, Seattle strikes out at home, right? Brandon Woodruff got some K stuff, but it looked kind of sketchy to me. I ain't gonna lie. That shit looked kind of sketchy. It's only over under a 7 in this one here. I'm gonna take a rain check on these bats here. Brandon Woodruff got that K stuff, but you look at this will probably be his third or fourth outing, and I'm not a big fan of the competition that he faced. I'm gonna take a rain check right here. Um, I didn't look at these last two games, bro. Did I look? Did I look at these last two games last night? I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. Mm, 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 mm. What time I got? 2:07. Hmm. Let me see. I'm thinking I'm about to tap out right here. And two of the higher total games. Cleveland, Colorado just got up with Colton. Hmm. Arizona versus lefties as of late. What they've been doing? I think they've been hitting lefties. Bottom third and striking out 101 WRC plus. But you know what? Um, Marte should be back today. 116 WRC plus 22% K rate. Marte should be back today. Colton Gordon, 9 bombs. ISO, all that's up versus righties. The Suarez just gonna continue keep doing this shit. Mm. I don't know who's gonna be in this lineup. I do remember looking at this. Um, Look at Suarez, 3 for 5 bombs, all bombs. Hell, fucking no, bro. mm, Marte, 0 for 4. Grichuk, 3 for 4. Suarez, 1 for 2. Bombs. Okay. Lefties. Corbin Carroll been hitting triples like a motherfucker as of late. Y'all been seeing that? Hmm. I don't know here, man. I mean, Suarez been hitting bombs. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know with this one. That's probably why I didn't want to look at this game because it ain't confused me. But I don't know. Maybe I'll look and see how my day goes, and then I'll figure out shit from there. Last 8 weeks, Naylor. I mean, but the usual suspects are in play, right? Usual suspects are in play, bro. You can look at it like Colton Gordon, man. He's given up. He's got a 289 batting average versus lefties. Versus righties, he's got 300 batting average with bombs. You should know where you want to go from there. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, Zach Gallen giving up 12 bombs to righties. His barrel rate is higher, 25% K rate to righties. And then to lefties, Zach Gallen, 9 bombs, barrel rate. Um, Gallen. I'm taking a rain check on that. On that Yankee, on the Dodgers game for sure. I'll see what happens. Right. I'll see what happens. Houston. Houston offense kind of cooled off a little bit. And I don't even want to see the lefties. Let me see. Alvarez. Wait. No. The righties. That's who we want to see that. Hannah Diaz. Altuve. Bring it in. Look like they best cooled off a little bit. It definitely looks like a Arizona spot from a side standpoint. Let me see something. Altuve. 2 weeks. So he's throwing that fastball 54% of the time. Altuve loves it there. 10 extra base hits and 5 bombs. So he's throwing that fastball 50 some percent of the time. Let's take a look at that fastball for the full squad. Isaac Paredes, 7 bombs, 11 extra base hits. Christian Walker will strike out on it. He's got 5 bombs. All right, bring it in. That's 3 weeks. Altuve batting 500. Dubon, Paredes. Paredes hadn't struck out. Um, Zach Gallen. Altuve is two for 10 with a bomb. McCormick's got a bomb. Paredes 3 for 3. So the two guys who I have interest in would be Altuve and Paredes. The guys that we looked at, they look like they did whatever they did. They've been doing what they do, right? So it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna take a rain check on this last game. I'm gonna fall back on that last game. Uh, by that time, I'll bet on that game depending on what I know or what I've done for the rest of the day. But looking at what we looked at so far, money shot here. Um, I guess my favorite bat's gonna have to be Ramirez. Lefties get a bump. Sugano can give up runs, man. And if you, I mean, Holiday and Henderson been the ones who've been hitting as of late. I can't right now, bro. I can't. Ramirez though, he's probably got 4 or 5 bombs in his last 10. Uh, Boy, do I really want to take the strikeouts and the pitching outs. For Flaherty, it's a lean. It's a strong lean for me. I'm not looking at bats on any other either side. Truth be told, um, I really want to take a stab at Miami here. I mean, if I'm betting this game, it'd probably be Miami or nothing. I get a pitcher lean towards Miami, and then Stowers. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, Stowers. Lefties get a bump here. Randy Vasquez is so bad versus lefties, so bad. But sometimes he'll go out there and fool you, right? But Stowers looks great here. Edwards, the rest of these guys, Stowers hits all the way to a home run. If he hits one early, go back and take him for another one. I took a rain check on the Washington bats. Whatever you want to do, be my guest. Ellie De La Cruz, man. Um, I'm gonna like Ellie De La Cruz. Hits all the way up to a home run. Don't forget he has the ability to steal bases. Marte looked good. As of late, the last 2 weeks, McLean, Friedel, Steer's been hitting all season long. You know, it is what it is. Don't want nothing to do with Boston today. That's just on me. Philly, moneyline parlays, run line straights. Zach Wheeler, if you want to get to his K's, be my guest. His pitching outs, be my guest. Um, I mean, Trey Turner is 0 for 14 versus Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler hasn't been good this year. Um, Bryce Harper has been hot right along with Schwarber. Both of those guys are bomb candidates. Nick Castellanos got 8 bombs versus his pitch mix. I just like Philly. I'm watching this line for Toronto. If it keeps going up, then I'm gonna keep on waiting. I like Toronto. If it keeps going into the plus money, I'm just waiting, right? The best I seen was plus 102. I'll take a stab at Toronto. My favorite bet here would be Vladdy and Judge. But Clement hits lefties really, really good. Springer, it's got 2 bombs off him, but as of late, hadn't looked that good versus the pitch mix. Boba looks pretty decent. You got guys like Schneider, Heineman. Those guys can hit lefties as well. Rodon is really, really good. I get a pitcher lean towards Toronto, but Toronto don't strike out. If they can get Rodon out of there in like 5 innings or 5.1 innings, they got a good shot. They can wear a pitcher down. Angels. Here, I'm Anderson pitching his worst versus lefties. So the Mets haven't been hitting lefties. 2/3 of Kodai Sengar's pitch mix, Angels been crushing it. But he's throwing that ghost fork fucking 44% of the time. They ain't seen that. So I'm scared for Angels. We know the Angels will strike out, so bro, I might take a stab at that 5.5 Ks for Kodai Singer. That might be my play. Or ladders, ladder. The spot, Hayden Burnside versus lefties puts somebody like Olsen in play. For a spot, you can look at these lefties. Olsen for power, right? Ronald Acuna, as of late, hasn't been looking good versus that fastball. Probably about 1 for 14 versus that fastball. Hayden Burnside throwing that fastball over 40% to lefties and righties. Olsen loves it there. Um, Elder, last time he seen these guys, he gave him 11 Ks and 8 innings, 1 earned run. I don't know if he's going to be able to replicate that. Since then, he's been getting his ass tore up. Um, Willie Adames was one of the guys that I had interest in. Mike Yass looked good at times. Ramos flashed at times. We'll see what's going to happen. I didn't see the 8, 9.5, but there is wind blowing out here. I still got to wait on San Francisco bats. They might not convince me for the rest of the season. Shane Baz looks pretty good as of late. So his pitching outs and his strikeouts are in play. I haven't went there. I don't know if I'm going to go there. The money line is minus 200 or better. You could also look at him for a win if you think he's going to pitch good. Simpson, a hit. Brandon Lowe, don't know he's going to be in the lineup. Diaz and Caminero look good. Diaz, I have to get a lean towards Diaz because of the no strikeouts. Not in the bomb category, but just like I said, just overall getting hits, getting on bases and stuff like that. Simpson, don't strike out at all. Magnum, is okay. Hassan Kim been pretty decent as of late. Josh Lowe got skill, so we'll see what's going to happen. Tampa Bay moneyline parlays run line straight to nothing for me. Uh, Jacob Lopez, believe it or not, strikeouts are in play. His outs, I mean, numbers wise, they are in play. Athletics money line is in play. If I'm betting this side, it's going to be athletics or nothing for me, right? Um, shit. Bats, Rooker, Kurtz. I don't know. These boys probably neck and neck now that I look at it. Um, but man, Rooker sustaining his shit. Well, both of them. I like Rooker and Kurtz now. This is crazy work. Um, I like Corey Seager. If I had to take one more bat, it would probably be Garcia. But I like Seager, Rooker, Kurtz. Langoliers look good at times. Soderstrom and Muncy and Butler. I think, man, in this dome, we'll see what's going to happen. It's going to be athletics or nothing for me, though. I'll tell you that. Chicago Cubs, it's a pass for me. This game is a pass. Um, Nico Horner is an interesting play. He can hit lefties. He can hit this pitch mix. He don't strike out. He don't hit for power. Bullpen game for the Cubs. Ben Brown would be the primary. I didn't know that. We'll see what's going to happen. That's some new shit. Um, Colorado, St. Louis, probably Colorado or nothing for me in this spot. If I was to bet a side, which I don't bet many sides, the St. Louis versus lefties didn't look so good, but I'm gonna pump my brakes on all of that because this is Coors. Anything can happen in Coors, so it is what it is. Contreras has a bomb or two versus Gomber. We'll see what's gonna happen. Don't be surprised if Ivan Herrera don't smack one. Um, I'll take a rain check on this game here. I've seen some instances where Rodriguez looked good, but I'm scared, right? I know Seattle gets strike out more at home than on the road. Um, what's the name went in there yesterday and he got his K's 7 at least, but I'm taking a rain check on this game. Um, Usual suspects here. Um, Altuve and I want to see what this lineup is. looking like, man? I know Altuve and Altuve likes that fastball a lot. Zach Gallen's throwing that fastball a lot. And then I don't know what the status is or whatever the case may be with I forget the kid's name, man. Damn, we just went over this. But Suarez has been on one. Ketel Marte, couldn't talk you off Ketel Marte. And then Arizona has been hitting lefties better as of late. So I do expect Arizona to put runs up here. I ain't even gonna lie, I do. And it feels like an Arizona spot, but can Zach Gallen get out of the fucking way? We don't know. I took a rain check on this Dodgers game. Jackson, what did he like? Jackson liked Schwarber for a bomb, 5 of 10. Um, Judge for a bomb, 4 of 10. Suarez for a bomb, 6 of 7. I mean, 7 of 10. Man, I mean, he's got a. That's just crazy. Two, 1. That's crazy, man. That's crazy as hell. Jose Ramirez, 5 of 10. He's been hot. Uh, Nerfies. They gave us a Nerfies. They gave us Detroit game Nerfy, Baltimore game Nerfy, San Diego game Nerfy, Red Sox game Nerfy, Yankees game Nerfy. They gave us Phillies money line, Dodgers money line, St. Louis money line over in the Colorado game. They gave us Otani hits, under strikeouts for Brewer, under no over Ks for Flaherty, Perez over 4.5 Ks, over 3.5 for Burke, and that's it, man.